Everyone has heard about human health. A healthy body presents all its organs without defects and work harmoniously. But what about river health? Have you heard about it? A healthy river has its physical and biological components as close as possible to its natural condition. Human population growth and its activities around the rivers have led to great impacts in these environments. Human health can be measured by a series of tests, and the health of rivers can also be measured. And today, there are already efficient indicators to assess whether a river is healthy or not. Some of them are old acquaintances, such as fish and insect larvae. Others are still being studied. It turns out that, unlike the human body, rivers are part of natural contexts that can be vary greatly from one location to another. Just think of a river in the Amazon and a river in the Swiss Alps, for example. Thus, in order to determine good indicators to be used in measuring the river's health, it's necessary to know the context in which they are inserted. In several countries, the evaluation of river health is already done as part of government monitoring programs, but it is still in progress in Brazil. There, the monitoring is based on some water characteristics, which are often not sufficient to demonstrate whether a river is being affected by human activities, such as deforestation, sewage release, and construction of dams. So, the objective of my thesis is to evaluate how some biological components of rivers, such as invertebrates, algae, and the decomposition of litter leaves, behave in rivers in central Brazil, and then outline an effective monitoring plan to assess changes caused by human activities. So far, we have already been able to demonstrate that algae and invertebrates are affected by the land use and occupation around the rivers, and that some groups of organisms are present or not, depending on the condition of the rivers. We are also able to identify some limits of human interference that lead to changes in the composition of biological assemblages and in the function of the river. For example, small removals from the riparian forest, that one which is associated with the river channel, were sufficient to cause change in some biological groups. But each group of organisms and each function of the river responded differently to human disturbances, which means that for a complete assessment of the river health, a set of indicators is needed. Going back to the comparison with human health, if you have a problem in your head, a liver exam will not show that you have a problem. The same happens with rivers. Thus, knowledge about rivers is the first step to monitor and preserve them. Water is an essential resource for life, not just human life, and preserving the freshwater ecosystems, we are also preserving the human health. Thank you.